you lead the team of reporters in our D.C. bureau covering national security. Walk us through these picks and what they mean for the issues that Silicon Valley cares about, whether it's privacy, security, or immigration.
Thanks, Emily. I mean, after some fits and starts this week, we saw Donald Trump pick 3 very strong personalities for his national security team. There's a couple more openings to come. But to start with the CIA, you have Mike Pompeo, Kansas Republican congressman, really cut his teeth on the Benghazi investigations and was perhaps the harshest critic of Hillary Clinton throughout those hearings that the committee had. You have Michael Flynn, whose appointment to National Security Advisor, remember, he does not need Senate confirmation, has raised a lot of questions with Democrats about conflicts of interest. He has admitted accepting money from Russia's state-owned media outlet. He has business ties to people affiliated with the Turkish government. So a lot of questions are being raised, but there's not a lot that Democrats can do to stop that appointment. And then finally, Jeff Sessions, who first came to national attention almost 30 years ago when he was unable to win Senate confirmation for some of the racial comments he made, subsequently became a senator, is well regarded as someone who knows a lot, who focuses on the details. But remember, this is a guy who will be in charge of enforcing U.S. civil rights laws. And for many people, his appointment would raise a lot of concerns. I think a lot of this will come out in the confirmation hearings. But again, with Flynn, we'll never get to that step because he doesn't require confirmation.
Exactly. Now, with Michael Flynn, Jonathan, you actually worked with him at the Defense Intelligence Agency. Talk to us a little bit about what he's like and what he means for these issues that we're talking about.
Well, I didn't work directly with General Flynn. I worked with his chief innovation officer at the time in connection with how to get entrepreneurs more engaged in national security. So that's my exposure to General Flynn. And I think that his experience is, and it's indicative of, say, Ash Carter's experience with Secretary of Defense, there's a big need for innovators in Silicon Valley and elsewhere to engage in national security because a lot of threats we face are viral, they're small teams. So I think that you're going to see in General Flynn somebody who understands that is an issue, and for people that are worrying about whether or not the innovation outreach efforts of Secretary Carter will continue, I think this is a good first sign that the national security establishment is going to continue to need and reach out to innovators.
Now, Bill, a lot of the conversation around Jeff Sessions has focused on potentially racist remarks made a long time ago, but he also has some very strong views on immigration. He's against a path to citizenship. He's very supportive of the wall that Donald Trump repeatedly talked about building. This is a huge issue for tech companies that rely on H-1B visas and skilled workers coming from outside the country. Does this give us any more clarity on how immigration policy under Donald Trump will play out?
You're right. I mean, he has been just in the same category as Trump when it comes to immigration. I mean, he has been very strong against what he calls illegal immigration. He actually defended candidate Trump during the campaign when he made comments about banning Muslims from the United States. He wouldn't defend that statement, but he did say Trump was bringing up an issue that people needed to focus on. So I think there is a lot of concern with Sessions and with the other 2 appointments about anyone I think who thought that governing would be a moderating experience under Trump. I think we're seeing that no, he's picking people who are in line with a lot of the views he expressed during the campaign.